take the elevator.
Can the reform proposals you put to ACABQ yesterday, can they be made public? I asked the spokesman yesterday whether your speech and the thing that says, Model A, pillars of safety and security, if they can be made public so that people can know what the proposals are.
The budget that was proposed to the ACABQ.
Yeah. Yesterday it was on your schedule, but they didn't release the speech, and then I've seen a chart called Model A of the various pillars.
I think we can. I think it's not a secret. I mean, you have to check with our staff.
Okay. Where Jeffrey Feltman said that the proposal for the new office has been, I guess, approved by the Advisory Committee on Administrative and Budgetary Questions. And since yesterday in this room, the idea was that that's all confidential. I wanted to just know, first, is it true? Did Mr. Feltman say that? Is it true that ACABQ has signed off on it? And if it's true that the UN can speak about ACABQ, can we get a copy of the Secretary General's speech to ACABQ given earlier this week?
No, the speech was basically about the budget proposals, which are available as a document. As Stephane pointed out earlier,
I searched it and it said document not available on the UN document site. But I'd like the speech.
You can deal with my colleagues with the document, but there's no remarks to share for the public.
In most governments in the world, an executive, like the Secretary General, the executive branch, will announce publicly what its proposals are. Just the fact that to only announce it after it's been approved by the member states doesn't seem to make sense if you're pronouncing reforms and if there's public interest in how the UN works. What's the problem with releasing the speech?
This is not a government. This is an organization bringing together governments. And what we try to do is engage in dialogue with governments in order to flesh out these proposals. You simply can't argue that something's not transparent if it goes to 193 governments.
But I've heard the Secretary General say he wants to open up the UN to civil society and the public and we the people. So I guess I'm just wondering, is there something in that ACABQ speech that's so confidential that it can't, as I took him to understand on the steps, just be released and made public?
No, it's not confidential, but it's part of a dialogue with member states.